thundering Jesus, what a day it's been today. You could say it's been a crazy day, a wild day, a day of destruction, a day of rebirth of the axes of evil. There's been so many things said, so many things done, and all I want to do is smoke a fat one and have a bunch of beer and try to forget it. God help us all.
I'm Dick. You're commenting in the Shills channel, not the Shills live channel.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't tell. Okay, hold on. I might have the wrong live chat up then. Okay.
You might have the wrong live chat up. You might have the are you in the right?
Yeah. No wonder. Because what you said was making no sense to me pre-show. I'm like, but I see them. You know? Okay, I get it. Yeah. You're right. Okay.
Yeah. So everybody's getting confused now. Yeah, because everybody where Dick Dawson is right now, you're in the wrong channel.
This get the hell out of Dodge.
And Matt, this is why we put it up on this channel as well, even though it's confused Dick himself. Is the whole point is there's still a lot of people on the old, the normal Shills channel who still don't realize that we run this stuff on the Shills live account.
Yes.
So if you're and Mexi girl, I see you there. You're in the wrong channel as well. You should know better. Move your ass.
This is like I said though. You know how we've got the logo, the round green earth thing. Live in the 42 show need a more black border around the words or something. They don't stand out enough.
Yeah, we'll change those graphics.
Yeah, we need to make that more oomph, right?
Oomph.
Yeah.
I'll put some extra oomph in the Photoshop filter.
Yeah. Give it the old Trumpian fist,
We'll give it the old Zig Heil, shall we?
Oh, here, I got one for that. Let's see here. Where is it? Oh, yeah, here we go.
I'll give it a bit of that. Give it a bit of that.
Yeah, one more time because it's just so good.
My son the other night, I can't remember what we were talking about. He just like raised his arm up, and that's it. I said, don't do that again.
Right, stop that.
That's not that.
Yeah, we brewed up a few new gags to try to keep up with the times. So we've got this one
because I have common sense,
right? And we have this one.
I think that's not a very smart question,
and that's going to have to be used a lot when somebody says, "But why would Trump?"
Yeah,
and
you have to grab some more.
Yeah. We got this one.
You got all the cards. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're keeping the goat and the cat for sure, but other ones have to rotate.
Actually, that chainsaw for bureaucracy, we have to grab that bit from Idiocracy as well, with the president coming on with the machine gun, just like firing into the crowd.
I haven't seen it, so yeah. I'll have to
we've
check it out.
talked about it several times, and you still haven't seen it. But we'll have to see if we can put that in there because it's so insane. They were just made for each other.
Well, Idiocracy and Trump seems to go hand in hand.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
We got all the cards. You haven't got any cards.
I loved it when Zelensky said, "I'm not playing cards." Just stop it with your bullshit, will you?
Yeah, we'll have to grab that bit at the end with Van saying, "You haven't said thank you." We'll put that on the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you like the show, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you really, really like it, express yourselves, because click Cut to pants.
Yeah.
You didn't say thank you.
We need that for sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Every time you get a super chat in, you didn't say thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. You'll notice underneath me it says join the Patreon. That's where we do our recording for the 42 show. But we also have the Ko-fi alert box that goes in there as well. So you see here, I can change it. I don't know why it didn't come in. Let's try that again. No. Oh, I see. It's in the wrong spot. How about there? Yeah. So that way we can emphasize direct donations as we're trying to get this channel monetized. Thanks to you guys. We're close to the 3,000 view hours you need for the first step of monetization, which is members and super chats. But we need a few more subscribers in. So if you're watching on the original @TheShills account where you see Ukraine update and stuff, kick yourself on over to @TheShills Live and click subscribe and keep watching and hanging out with us.
Yeah. And if you are subscribed to both, you're probably wondering, why is it in two places at the same time? That's because we're doing this. And if you are subscribed to the Shills Live, well, this is going to be a live show, so it's going to be on Shills Live, not here, unless it's a Ukraine show, which is live and it's on. Yeah. But, if that's not clear, I don't know what is.
Yeah. So, yeah, if your brother is playing in the match today, move your peg close to the lower peg.
Unless it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh God, man. we got a super chat, but you can't read it.
You can.
Hey, it's a good point actually, because we can get super chats on this channel. We can't on the other one yet.
That's right.
Whitey Fish 1 says Zelensky did make a misstep. He may have shown disrespect by not proving the customary bucket of chicken. Gravy would have been a nice touch. Fuck dump, he says.
Trump would have poured that gravy over his nutsack and made Vance lick it off before he took a turn on the couch.
Oh God!
I think today
couch gravy.
Yeah, I think today was my best name for JD Vance yet. Couch and Buffer. That sticks.
Lord Couch and Buffer.
Yeah. I think it came from Bugs Bunny and Haas and Pfeffer. I think that's where it came from. I'm not really sure what my brain was thinking, but I like it. Yeah.
We never know what your brain is thinking.
Neither do I. I can't keep up.
We got AI trying to figure out what your brain is thinking. They just come back and I don't know. I think he's hallucinating.
We've got I've got a direct donation in here from Rob, but it says their full name because it's through PayPal, and I don't want to be doxing anybody. So Rob, stand up and take credit for this, but it's really good. So I have to do it in Trump's real voice. Say thank you, motherfucker! Say it! That was a $7 direct donation. Rob, that was awesome. Step up and be accounted for. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Somebody's going to be... I'm Rob, and so is my wife.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Robert Lockhart in the chat. I'm Rob, and so is my wife. I bet it was Robert is Rob there as well. So
he was typing it out as you were saying it, thinking, "Oh shit, he's beating me to the punch."
But big thanks. Very cool. Very cool indeed. And to Whitefishy 1 on the other channel as well. Speaking of which, how long have we been live on this channel?
I have no idea. How long have we been live?
Look, there's fireworks. What does that tell you?
That tells you we've been on here long enough.
That's right. The fireworks means this stream now ends on the main channel at TheShills. So if you're still watching on the Ukraine update channel, scroll down to the description, click the link, and come and join us on TheShills Live. Hit subscribe, and you'll always be up to date.
Yes, it's on the top of the chat, if you can see that. And there's also, I hope there's a redirect.
Yeah. Or a reach around. Either way, you should get something good.
Yeah. And don't forget to say thank you.
Yeah. Say it. You got to go full Sam Kinison, right?
Not talking to you, do you say thank you?
Yeah. Okay, let me know when you kill it over there, and I'll kill the multi output.
Okay. Yeah. Bye, everybody. See you over here.
Get your ass to Mars.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's gone.
All right. All right. So let's see. My every instinct of my being tells me that we should continue talking about that Trumpian moment of disaster and unbelievable disrespect. But there's a part of my psyche going, but if you do that, we may not sleep well tonight and end up in the fetal position holding our pee-pee. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work out.
I don't think there's really much you can say apart from just flabber and gasted in one word. I think there's a word for that. I think it's called flabbergasted. Yeah, I just can't believe how they treated Zelensky in that public arena, and then they give him shit for bringing it into the public arena. It's like, how dare you wash your dirty laundry we're washing the dirty laundry. Okay, well, yeah, you carry on. You just sit there and shut up while we just like berate you and just talk shit about you and make America look like the weakest kind of diplomacy. They're talking diplomacy.
Yeah.
That was about as diplomatic as, I don't know, like someone shitting in your mouth. And then asking you to thank them for it.
Diplomacy when somebody's holding a club right above your head. I've never seen an American leader act in that way before. You know, unbelievable.
Diplomacy. You don't have all the cards.
Even Reagan.
You're not winning.
I mean, go back to Reagan's first term in office. He was very, very anti-red and very much a fighter of all things Cold War and Soviet Union. But he never, ever lowered himself to that level.
I mean, how did they manage to make Nixon look good?
No shit. Well done. Yeah. I am not a bully.
yeah. He was a twat, but he was diplomatic about it.
Yeah.
He was still presidential about being, a bit of a shitbag in the White House, but he was still kind of like presidential about it.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, okay. There was it turns out that I've really got a problem. I'm taking these glasses in on Monday, but the donation that came through, I didn't even read the first name right because I had it too low and it's through the bottom part where it's all fuzzy. But it's Cypher in the chat who had thrown that in. So now we know. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even read the name right. Let me go back. He said, you didn't even get the first name right, you moron, but it was me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, okay, there we go. We're good. Oh, man. Okay, so let's all just take a deep breath. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Yeah. In through the nose, out through the anus. in through the nose, out through the anus. Oh man. I mean, I'm not American, as you can see, but a Canadian is pretty as close as you can get. And I feel ashamed. I didn't even really have anything to do with this.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the Atlantic and I feel ashamed.
Yeah, you're a Eucadian, right? So, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Well, apparently, there's going to be some talks with Zelensky in Europe, with Keir Starmer and Macron. All the guys in the UK are going to get together, and they'll give him a cuddle. Say, don't listen to the bad bully. He's just a mean man, and we'll help you out.
I wish Macron had been there just to hear him say, "Whoa, wait a minute now. What the hell is your problem?"
I wish Macron and Starmer had been there because both of them sat back, and I mean Zelensky didn't take any bullshit from him. But what Trump has learned over the last couple of days is when he's been corrected, he's just gaslight. You don't let them speak. You just gaslight and shout them down.
What did he do with the French guy there? He said he turned to the camera and said, "Well, you can believe that if you want." What? He's a part of it. He knows. That was the whole thing. They get their money back. We don't. Yeah.
And when they were doing all the grabby thing with each other, I bet those handshakes and those grabbing of the thighs and things, I bet they were squeezing hard.
Oh yeah, Trump would be giving them the old middle finger tickle, looking to see if there's action for later, right?
What?
Rub a dub.
Hey, maybe we should go to the tonight's fundraiser, because there is some good news we can bring you, because we do have an opportunity to put me into the White House if you so consider.
Right.
Yeah, and let me just change my. This is more like it. There we go. So, yes, we can put me into the White House, and I've checked. It's all legal as an above board, and and it's only going to cost us $2 million. So £2 million. Sorry, £2 million, not $2 million. Right. So everybody, get your checkbooks out, get those super chats going, and go to the GoFundMe. Is Go Fuck Trump, and yeah. And yes, because we have the White House. I have the White House in sights. Dick, do you want to show us the White House?
Let's do this. Oh, and it doesn't work.
Here's the music.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Oh, never mind. I'll do it. You just bring the pictures up.
But I'm trying.
Yes, you're going to put me in the White House. Well, we can do it if Dick can bring up the bloody images. He's failed. Oh, there goes my fundraiser straight down the toilet already.
I don't know what's. I can't seem to make anything happen. Let's try this. There we go. At least we got. Okay, we can at least make the picture. I don't know what happened there. I totally pulled a Nick Suter, and I can't play a video properly.
Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the White House, and it is literally just down the road from me, going for a cool $2 million. And it is very, very presidential because Herbert Hoover lived there before he became president. So I will be following in the footsteps of United States presidents, and like I say, it's just cool. Just $2 million. That's nothing. We can raise that in half an hour.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. You can imagine me standing there. I'll have Zelensky come round. I won't shout at him.
I was going to
even play cards.
I was going to check the couch, but I had JD Vance over last week, and I'm not going in there without a rubber glove. So.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Can you just imagine it? I love Zelensky around. Can play a bit of cards, drink a bit of wine. Yeah, we get a little bit of reception area there. Yeah, we can imagine. Yeah, that's the
Wait a minute.
that's the Oval Office.
There's not enough room in that space for Trump's ego, let alone his head.
Trump's not coming. He's definitely not getting an invite. Shitbag. It's nice. Yeah, there's 4 reception rooms, 4 bedrooms, 2 toilets, a kitchen, obviously, and it's very, very white, isn't it? And look at that kitchen. Oh, we could go. Yeah, well, I don't know what you do in that room. That's rubbish. Get rid of all that shit out there.
Yeah, looks like work. What the fuck's this doing here?
That's all the guests. Yeah, there's the Zelensky's. Now this is interesting because
Look, I like this room. I like this room because there's a couple of sinks for the adults. There's one for the children and a toilet.
Now, I was sharing this with the fam, saying, we should pull together. We could get this. But no, there's a toilet, there's a bidet, and there's 2 sinks. And they go, why the fuck do you need 2 sinks?
He and she.
Yeah, but in that case, why didn't you have 2 toilets? As well.
Because if you got good aim, you can piss between her legs as she's sitting there, right?
Yeah, use that other spare mini, the toilet without the seat, just in case. Yeah, so yeah, there's the second toilet, just in case serious Trump dump, and we can go out into the presidential lawn. We can have the helicopter land there, not a problem. So
it's sized for Fisher Price helicopters, but it should be fine. I mean.
So start your donations, start them flowing, and we'll get this done by the end of tonight. I think not a problem.
Easy,
not a problem.
Easy,
Peter. Yeah.
So
I'm not doing it just because I want to move house. I think it's definitely it's a statement. It's a protest. This is a protest against Trump by putting me into the White House.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how I word it.
Yeah. They want to put a silly, enlarged orange man in the White House. We'll put a silly, shrunken green man in the White House instead.
Matt says, I want to be your VP. Yeah, that's interesting. Who would be my VP? Yeah. We'd have to choose wisely.
Well, if you chose Matt, there'd be a lot of pizza. So,
I don't like pizza very much.
Oh, really? No. Wow. I didn't realize I was streaming with a heathen.
Just a guy with, more taste and less teeth. Something I could suck up through a straw.
Oh, that's funny. That's like that South Park episode. Suck it through a straw? Yeah.
If you fuckers aren't going to help me, I don't know what I'm going to do.
So, that's that whole thing, right? I'll find a $2 million house and paint it white if I get one then too.
I heard an interesting thing. I don't even know if this is true. Somebody tell me. But when the White House was like nearly burned to the ground, a few years back by the was it the Brits or the Canadians? I think it was the Brits that did it. What?
There might have been a couple of you there, and you have to take credit for it. Really?
Yeah, we gave you the matches, but
fucking you Canadians, man. Fuck.
Yeah, but apparently that's the reason why it was painted white, because just all the burnt marks and everything. They just had to they just painted over it, and that's why it became a White House. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, they had white paint on sale at Home Hardware, so that's what you got, right?
Oh, got Magnolia. It could have been the pink house. That shitty kind of like brown, color of babies' nappies, interior excretions.
Yeah,
we got some of that. Yeah,
Ford Pinto brown. You know, it's almost like the brown of the old hearing aid, but it's just a little more pukey, right?
The other thing, they could have stone-clad it instead, just like, or false brickwork or something.
No, but they
just
left Britain for
attacking.
that reason. You guys and your restrictive councils and your slate roofs and all that crap, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you do when you're in the White House and you got the housing, what do you call them again? The housing.
The people that take care of the house, they're called Mexicans.
the people in your areas can complain about your fence is too high and the grass is too long.
Asshole neighbors.
Yeah.
Or neighbors. It's usually the same thing, right?
Usually, yeah. Local housing association. Mostly.
Homeowners association. Oh, I tell you, there's no way I would ever live somewhere where you had to be a member of it. I would be that guy with a 64 Chevy rotting on his front yard and everybody bitching at me, you know? Yeah. Grow a few sunflowers through the missing front windshield and, oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, that would annoy the fuck out of me.
Oh, yeah. I don't like those guys either. At least do it in the backyard behind a fence so it doesn't matter, right? There's not Sherlock Holmes in the live chat with a question, because if it was really Sherlock Holmes, they would already know the answer. So it's actually a good descriptive name.
Yes.
What's the question here? Let's see if I can read it. Did they have paint in those days, or was it the first example of a whitewash? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, the White House is really just built out of mud that's been whitewashed.
it was actually black to start with.
Yeah, it's made of coal, donated by the British.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take these fucking flags down. You're not gonna bloody hell. Sod you. I tried to do stuff for you guys, but nobody seems to care.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing about trying to raise $2 million. You got to have a good scam. I mean, shtick. Reason.
I thought it was a brilliant scam. Stick. Reason.
It's hard to get that out, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's better than Trump's bloody scam.
Yeah. I'll just beat you over the head until you give me $500 billion. Have you
seen his latest scam that he's doing? He's selling Trump dollar bills with gold dollar bills for like $30 a piece.
What does he just have? Does he have immigrant children with gold markers coloring them or something? What's going on?
I don't know. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Even Gwyneth Paltrow has more respect than you do.
Yeah, more smells, but that's another story entirely.
Yeah.
Donation in through Ko-Fi there from Darlene. Woohoo! $5 American one as well. Have a beer on me. Oh, little AC/DC is always good. I know it's drink, but, have a beer on me. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Darlene. Love it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, h0le Oblation says in the chat, sorry, Dunk, I've been here this long and I haven't said thank you yet. And you still haven't. You've only stated you haven't said thank you.
That's right. You truly haven't said it. You've just stated the fact that you haven't, right?
You tease.
Yeah. Tell me thank you.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, h0le Oblations. Yep, that's right. I like it. That's my kind of answer right there. Exactly.
Yeah, but Trump's golden dollar bills. It's like JD Vance started to do advertising for Furniture Land, come down. We got all the couches, and they're lovely.
I can personally confirm that you can get 3 inches into the seam of each of these couch cushions.
And I'm on first name terms with all of them.
Oh my God. His wife literally has to dress herself up in the curtains to get any action, right?
Yeah, she has to push her bum cheeks together so it just looks like the crack in a cushion.
She has to wait. Yeah.
Put tassels on her bum.
Yeah. She has a Playboy outfit, Playboy bunny outfit made of Vulgalure. Yeah. She has a tramp stamp on her back. It says lazy boy.
Oh. Dick, you're being disrespectful to the White House. Yeah, to the executive branch of the White House. How dare you come onto the internet and be so disrespectful?
Oh, I haven't even started yet. Oh, yeah. Okay, we are going to timestamp that. Oh, it's already been called by Mexi Girl. That's going on Instagram as a clip. It's like as we're new on Instagram, so it's like moving into a new town. You throw a wild party, piss off all the neighbors, but then the relationship has somewhere to grow and mature. Right? It's actually a good strategy.
Yeah, when you start getting the bricks thrown through your window and stuff like that, you know. Leave town, motherfucker, and you ain't from round here. Take it on your door.
Yeah. Oh man.
Do you know what happens to people like that? You know, they get deported.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole thing. That was the whole
thing.
If
you get deported from Instagram, do they send you to Facebook? Facebook jail.
Well, wait, but you have to go back and play with the old people for a week. But oh fuck, I forgot where I was going with that. I had a point. Well, whatever.
It's brilliant. I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll come back to me maybe.
Yeah. I'll watch this stream back later so I can.
If I do, I'll remember and I'll be like, fuck.
You can just edit it in.
That's true. Yeah. Especially if I change my clothes first, because that'll really look natural. My God, that was just an abomination of a meeting today. That Vance and Trump,
meeting? Meeting? How dare you even? You can't qualify that as a meeting.
Have you said thanks? He's been the most thankful person ever. It's just that, to be honest, there, Vance and Trump, you haven't done anything for him to be thankful to you for yet. He's thanked America and so on many, many times.
He's thanked the entire Western world.
Yep.
Constantly. Exactly. I think just about every time he does a little, his daily speeches or whatever, he's always thanking everybody.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like
that
you say,
was the worst showing.
They've done absolutely fuck all, apart from treating like an absolute dick.
Yeah, and
since last week.
Yeah. Now the video was broadcast out raw so that people could use it. And all the big news sources put their huge banners on the bottom and made it so that if you use their footage, you would get copyright claimed, even though it's not their footage to copyright claim until they put their junk all over it, right? Yeah. And so it took a little, it took a little doing to get it, but when I was watching it live, I was watching coverage on MSNBC, and they were just rebroadcasting it live. They had a live chat going where a bunch of people, they just won't even bother. And in that live chat, there was people putting Russia with the big strong arm and Russian flags, and there was other like total Trumpoids that were in there going, oh yeah, finally Trump tells them like it is. Give us back our money, you crook, and whatnot. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You can't be this stupid. It's
afraid they are.
Oh, it's unbelievable. The shit that I was seeing in that live chat. I thought to myself, I should record this just so I could prove that it's true. I hate doing receipts, like the little blonde bimbo in the press secretary's office at the White House would say. But on this one, it would have been worth it to show you cats, but we would have started reading through it and going through it, and that would have been a show unto itself, right? I said through it,
just anger, just sheer anger.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which,
this is a weird thing. This is the weird thing about this, because I do keep hearing people talking about hope and stuff like that, and there's Republican fight back and something like this. Sometimes I see this, because these are all like from the liberal side of politics, the pundits on YouTube. Sometimes I look at it and think, you're just fucking hopeful, aren't you? This is what you hope, and is it actually happening?
Right. I totally see what you're saying there, because it's just,
well, it's like you say, when you see the shall we say, morons who fall behind Trump, and you can't see them changing their mind, especially all into Russia and everything. Like, what the fuck? Why?
I know, right? It really concerns me for the basis of education, and not just for America. Don't get this wrong here. I'm trying to be very careful to clarify that, because in Canada we have the same thing growing.
Yeah, same here as well.
And there's core values of critical thinking that are completely and utterly missing and devoid from the more basic form of public education for those that aren't in A levels or advanced courses or whatever your country calls them. You know what I mean? Because we've got so many people like these Trumper thumpers that think that his behavior is good. They're no different than somebody who comes on the internet arguing flat earth and yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. They have drank the Kool-Aid to the point of insanity where they're not even willing to use their own brain power to question their beliefs, because it seems to be critical to their personality or something.
Well, that's the thing. You talk about flat earthers, and I was talking about this about something else not long ago. The anti-maskers and the anti-vaxxers and all these kind of people. You can't engage in a conversation with them because they got their script.
Yes.
And the same with the Trumpeteers. They've all got their script of things Trump has said. I mean, they've stopped saying, they're eating their cats and the dogs, and that's gone quiet. But there's plenty of other shit out there that's stuck, and they just keep repeating it verbatim. The 350 billion, 400 trillion, 800 Google Plexian dollars.
You owe us 3 space stations, 2 fucking colonies on Mars, and a chocolate bar. Oh.
Yeah, it's like when Russia tried to sue, Google for more money than is existence on the entire planet.
Yeah. There's not enough gold in the earth to make that enough, right?
Yeah. But if Trump says it, they'll believe him. Believe him.
Yeah. It's that zealot behavior, and what is key to me as it pertains to these zealots in the MAGA movement is. Sorry, but that burp was personal. You didn't want a part of it. What's key to me in this zealot behavior of the Trumper thumpers is it's very much to them us versus you, Republicans versus Dems, it always comes up. Oh, we crushed you and you're just crying and whining about it.
Yeah.
No, we actually want you to respect the Constitution.
Yeah, that would be nice. You know, the thing that you'll, you know, you want to take my Second Amendment rights away? Oh, no, you can't change the Constitution. You can't fuck around the Constitution because I want my Second Amendment rights.
Yeah.
But anything else, yeah, you can fuck them out. Yeah, you can fuck with that as much as you like.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Yeah. If Trump goes any further, the wives are going to have to bring out the bed sheets to show that they were virgins upon, consummation of the marriage within the next 6 months.
Well, that's going to be a hard thing to prove in the MAGA hat districts.
Well, what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of ketchup packets sold.
It'd be hard. In some of those states, you're hard pushed to find a virgin at birth.
Yeah. Canadian military vet in the chat says, "Holy fuck, I just got back after 3 days and the world's gone to shit. Holy crap, Trump is a fucking dick. So is Vance, and let me add Musk." Dude, tomorrow morning when our 42 show goes, watch it, because we play the whole last 7 minutes of that meeting with the two assholes and President Zelensky of the sovereign lands of Ukraine. And we debunk it and pause and cut in and do the whole routine with it. And it's not to be missed. It was, if I may say so, great entertainment and good content.
I'm thinking about those, those two astronauts who have been up there since, God, how long ago was that?
It's been a while, 6 months.
Yeah. And everyone's like joked, when they come back, we're all going to wear ape costumes. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, Planet of the Apes. And in case you didn't realize what the gag was, but it's almost like that anyway. When they come back, they're coming back to a completely different United States of America than they left.
Yeah, but this happened in 3 days, not millennia, and yeah. Oh my God. It was so bad, so bad, so bad. I don't want to start playing it again, right? That was,
Yeah.
It affected me.
I'm just shell shocked.
Yeah,
shell shocked, and it'd be interesting to see what people are going to say about it afterwards.
I would like to see. Let's see here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, am I missing something?
I don't know. What are you missing?
No, I'm up to date. When people donate through the Ko-fi place, which is our preferred thing, because with PayPal, they give us your raw name all the time, and Ko-fi hides it, right? But with Ko-fi, I get an alert from PayPal as well saying, "Oh, you received this," and it's confusing. I got to figure out how to tell PayPal to shut up, because I get the Ko-fi alert. I don't need the other one, right? It makes me think I'm missing and screwing up, and I don't want to miss somebody's shout out. That wouldn't.
No, definitely not. Especially all those that say hashtag dunk for the White House. Don't forget that.
Well, we've seen a few that said dunk for Supreme Leader, but I'm not sure I'm ready to support that yet.
I couldn't be a Supreme Chicken Soup.
Actually, your skills in the kitchen are pretty good. If you were making chicken soup, I'd give it a try.
That's very true. I'm a bit of a whiz in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then imagine what amazing dishes I'd be able to cook in that White House. And it's a nice kitchen, so I could actually film it. So
that's a good one. Imagine though, we could have a live cooking show by Yoda the Bald Elf in the White House, right?
Yeah. Delicious food. Yeah, you'd love that.
Tasty. You like? I should have left it at tasty. That worked, and then I fucked it up after.
How do you get so big eating food of this kind?
Yeah. It's one of those things. If you don't think and just react, you can do a pretty good job of an imitation. But as soon as you start thinking, you screw it up, and now you have to learn how to get back to where you were originally. That's how it works. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easier with like singing because, if you're singing and mimicking the person to mimic their voice, you're in the moment of singing. So you can't second guess yourself. You don't have any fucking time, right? So it just works. But when you're trying to do it with an impersonation in comedy, man, it's so much harder, Yeah. Dana Carvey, people like that can do really good impersonations, man. The purity of focus they have to stay in the moment and stay in character is truly awesome.
I mean, I do have to admit that sometimes just going to another person's voice can be quite difficult, and it can be quite
Michael
hard
Gambon?
sometimes. No, it is Sir Michael Caine. Why do they have to give a knighthood that bloody Connery? Bloody Sean Connery. What a git.
I think Michael Caine is Lewis Hamilton's white mother, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't know how aristocracy works.
Oh man, I need a rolling paper. Hold on here.
Hey PJ, that was an insult. He says Dunk should use an AI voice changer too. I was doing an impersonation, you get.
He talks like this without one, actually.
Do you know that impersonation of Michael Caine would be really good if you used a voice changer? Thanks. Even better if you look like him as well. No, that was him.
Ronnie Grunge thing in the chat says, "What the fuck, Dawson? How many beers are you in right now?" Here, hold on. Wait for it. That's number 4.
Oh.
It takes at least 7 or so before I get properly stupid.
Yeah. Before you can start talking to Trump and Vance. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? You sit in the White House, they're like blathering onto you, and you're just sitting there opening another can up.
I would totally.
Yeah. Mr. Dawson, we got all the cards. Yeah, I got all the beer, though, so fuck it.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, you can't catch Trump's attention by opening a can of beer or even popping a champagne top. But if you crack open the cardboard box of a Big Mac, that fat son of a bitch will be on you like flies on shit.
Yeah, that's what Zelensky should have done. You should have had a couple of chicken nuggets in his pocket.
Trump would have just been lapping up at his lap. Just give me the nuggets. Give me the nuggets.
Be confused. Yeah. like a little fucking truffle pig.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's probably how Vance got the job, right? You know? He just stuffed his pants full of chicken nuggets and walked in there smelling like dinner.
Yeah, he just shoved a chicken nugget under his foreskin and goes, "Yeah, suck it, President." Suck it.
More like a crumb of one. Jesus. Couch and Boffer, I don't think he's hung very well,
So what do you think of my protest idea? So everybody go up onto the roofs of their houses in America and spray penises onto the roof.
I've already done it.
What, my house?
Yeah, get up there and look. It's all balls and a little bit of shaft.
Yeah, but even if just people like put "fuck Trump," just go up to their big, tall buildings and just paint "fuck Trump" into the roofs, and then Google Maps. It'll just be fuck. You just anywhere you go from a satellite image, it'll be "fuck Trump" everywhere.
Yeah. Would have been great if this was going down in the 80s when everybody had those big satellite dishes in their yards and stuff, right? Oh yeah, turn them into billboards.
Oh dear.
Oh hey, hold on a second here. I'll show you guys something. 1 second here. I'll be real quick.
Oh. What do you got? What? Hope it's exciting. Dick goes away and he brings back something exciting. Oh, ah. Yeah. What does that say on there? Thank you, Dick, for a lovely dinner and a lovely time last night. You were wonderful. And thank you for the lovely eggs in the morning. I think that's what it said.
Yeah. And I got some other shit here too. So I got a little package. Let me get in here. Here's one of the pins. Oh fuck. I was gonna put it back in the envelope, but there's more to pull out. So okay, let me get the truck right. I don't want to be like that bimbo that did. Oh, here, let me turn that around right side up. There's another one of the pins, the truck. Try to get that reflection out of there. Okay, that's the truck again. I got double of everything just because you never know. There's another one. Is that a snowflakey or something going on?
Don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And then there's a couple of fabricies patches in here as well. So I got the Car for Ukraine patch and the Car for Ukraine assault kind of truck patch that's written out a little more close to home. Yeah. Isn't that cool? I got double pins just in case anybody didn't get one. We can send a couple out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it always happens, right? So I had Claire and Ivan send me doubles just to make sure. Yeah.
Oh, talking of doubles, I wish I had a strong drink.
Oh, yeah. I actually bought light beer today, so. But I didn't want to be all, completely smashed by the end of hanging out. I am going to try to get a bit more adulting done after the show, but I might just get another beer run done. Let's be honest here.
Adulting.
Yeah.
You fool.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mad fool.
Yeah. Yeah, grunge thing in the chat. Boo, light beer. Yeah, but that way I can have 3 or 4 on the show. And being a Canadian, light beer is kind of like drinking water. So I don't get overly. And then if I want to, after the show's done, I'll go and get a 6-pack of stronger beer and, dig in.
Yeah. Sip. Glug, 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 glug. That's one sip.
Canadian military vet. My world's confusing now. There's some girl on the screen talking like Dick Dowson, but it can't be him. Now keep in mind, if you're American and you hear me say light beer, mine is still stronger than your normal beer. Right? It's true, right? I mean, this stuff's 4.5%. It's light beer, right?
Yeah. That's not particularly light. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's light to me. If you go any less, it's just like Budweiser,
Yeah, I can't stand it. It's just
Yeah, see, White Fishy one in the chat. Remember Old Stock? Yeah, we got a beer in Canada here, extra Old Stock, and that shit is 8.5%, and it tastes like it's been filtered through the dirty underwear of a farmer somewhere in Alberta or Saskatchewan. It's not good. It'll get you wasted, though.
Because 8.5%, you don't care.
Yeah. When you're 17 years old and you can only afford a 6-pack and you want to get drunk, extra Old Stock is your friend.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the kind of drink that's the friend of the bum.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah. So, there We tried our best today during the 42 show to get through that damn Trump being disrespectful and JD Vance being a little couch and boffer video as fast as we could, so we could get to the true what we do on the 42 show and give you some shits and giggles too, right? But we didn't barely get through half of the articles we could have. That damn I'll never forget Trump literally yelling at Zelensky when Zelensky's simply trying to answer the question that was posed to him.
Yeah, I mean, we could have quite easily just done the whole show. Like I said to you earlier, I said, you don't even fucking need me on this show tonight.
Yeah.
You've got it all covered.
Yeah, but that would have been too much me. Even I can't stand that, right?
No, you can't stand too much you.
Yeah, exactly. I know better, you know.
You make me sound like I'm a condiment. just a little bit of salt, to add to to the food. Just something to
I was thinking mustard. But yeah, sure, salt.
Yeah. I'm your whiskey chaser to 5 bottles of beer.
You're my
just something to take the edge off.
Yeah, you're my can of kokanee so I can stomach a little Jägermeister.
Well, that's put me in my place. I know where I am now.
Yeah, I still don't. Jesus.
I know where I'm not. I'm not in the White House. You bastards.
Come on, we need 2 million pounds, and we need it now. We got to get dunked in the White House.
Yeah. Let's just check the tally so far. Can we just check the tally, Dick, on the White House one? The hashtag dunk for the White House. Can we just check the fund at the minute?
Here. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally him the White House. Okay,
and we are at
1 second here. I do have
count.
Yeah, well, I'm just making sure that I've got the
It's
not good.
Oh.
Or I could put it another way. What the hell?
I don't think you meant to press that button.
Well, the button says The Price is Right loser. It was supposed to be but that was the sound intro to the $6 million man. Yeah, exactly.
Which I'm certainly not.
Yeah, I think I used that sound effect when Commander McMillan came back from his knee surgery. Yeah.
You forgot to swap it back.
Yeah. I forgot to rename it too. Otherwise, I would have known better, right? So here, I'll give myself this one. What are you gonna do? I can't win them all.
Maybe I should just ask for a tin of paint to paint the front of my house.
Yeah. You might want to, especially after you move in, because now that people have seen that White House, if you painted it, blue, maybe they wouldn't know you lived there.
No, but they'll be able to find me with a big penis painted on the roof.
Yeah. Yeah, it says Trump loves JD on the shaft. Yeah, it's Vance, Paulo in the chat. Vance is super obnoxious. That was beyond. That was so uncalled for. It was literally the little dog jumping around, and Trump is the big dog, Spike. And he's like, what do you think, Spike? He's a little shit, isn't he? Shouldn't we go over there and bark him out? Like, it was just unbelievable.
He was just basically showing up to his leader.
Yeah.
I wonder if Vance would have done that if Trump wasn't there in the room. I'm pretty sure he probably would have, actually, because he's
at this point, yes. But a few years ago, when Vance had not so nice things to say about Trump, I think the story would have been different.
Yeah. And it's funny how many of these on his cabinet didn't have very many nice things to say about Putin either.
Exactly.
I all love him now.
Yeah. And that's this whole thing where Zelensky could be treated the way he was today by the two of them. And yet during it, Trump is talking about, we didn't show this part, but Trump was saying like, Putin, I know him. He's a good guy, blah, blah, and whatnot. And Zelensky's sitting there thinking he has killed how many 100,000 of my citizens, you fucking piece of orange painted shit.
Yeah, even when Trump was saying, you had hundreds of thousands of people, millions, trillions of people that have died in Ukraine, and it's your fault because you didn't, use diplomacy.
Yeah, you didn't make
give
a
up.
deal. You didn't make a deal. What deal do you make when somebody rolls up with a shit ton of tanks and stuff at your border and crosses it? What deal do you make? Oh, hey,
surrender.
Yeah. I see that you're about to come in and do war. So what if I just gave you 15% of our territory? Would that do it? You want to just redraw? What deal was he supposed to make, you fucking casino bankrupting, unpaying your workers piece of human garbage?
I bet Putin would have come in and steal his lunch money as well while he was at it.
Oh, yeah. Putin's the kind of guy that would pants him and then tell him what to do. And he would.
It's the kind of guy that, gets his henchmen to grab you by the ankle and say, how much money you got in your pockets?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Trump is so desperate to be the big man that he cozies up to those who play the big man instead of somebody like Zelensky who proved to be the big man.
Yeah.
Zelensky's shown us in actions. He is the big man. Trump is just a barking idiot. He's like a dog that has rabies that can't take his tongue off his own fucking sack.
I think Zelensky should go home, give Putin another good kick in the bollocks, like he does on a daily basis, and then turn around, then declare war on the United States of America.
Yeah.
He might as well do at this point, to be honest with you.
But Putin ain't that stupid. He knows there's no way to take on the U.S. in a direct fight, but he also knows that he's already taking on the U.S. and doing well through disinformation because, I'm sorry to say, there's just too many gullible people in America based on they think they're getting real news on social media. There's many in Canada and so on as well. Again, I don't mean to make it sound like I think America's stupid because we have American moderators in our chat right now that are pretty much better than every other goddamn moderator you're ever going to find on any other channel. There's some, my favorite people to hang out with.
Yeah, but right? here's the problem. America is in the spotlight at the minute, and this is what we're seeing. Yeah, I mean, what else can we do? What else can we say? We're not gonna sit back and and lie about it and do like a Trump thing and just say, "Oh, America's so brilliant and so great, so lovely, it's so brilliant." Yeah. No, you're full of fucking morons.
Yeah. Watching the live chat when I was watching this on MSNBC live, I was just flabbergasted because we do Ukraine shows all the time. We talk about these situations with Trump and stuff all the time. I've never seen so much outright hatred and support for hatred. I couldn't believe it, right? It's one thing to see it in like a Reddit forum and go, oh my God, right? But to see it in the live chat as Trump is being a disrespectful motherfucker and Vance is just, sitting there with Trump's hands straight up his rectum, letting him do the talking for him is just sickening. Yeah.
You know what we should do back on the after the Ukraine show on Saturday, which I imagine is going to be quite a riot, considering all the news that has happened with just within a week. Let's just think about it. Just in 1 week. Yeah. I mean, what were you talking about on Saturday? I know. Even Macron hadn't visited the White House at that point. So you got all this shit to go through. And what I think we should do afterwards is do a poker night and invite Zelensky so we can play cards.
Oh, that's a great idea. I would love more than anything to get Zelensky on one of these pub chat shows just to see him be himself.
Yeah.
Drop the whole thing and just, because he's a cool dude. Wouldn't that be great to see him just kick back and have a beer and have a laugh and stuff instead of all of this fucking rhetoric all the time? I would love that. I'd love that.
He must be fucking knackered.
Oh man. He's got to be 15 years older mentally than he should be from the strain, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because you got to remember, a very, very important fact about this. We do the 42 show. We do it on Monday and we record one on Thursday and Friday. We have days off.
Mm-hmm.
Most people in their job have days off. Trump has like 3 days off a week, just going to play golf.
Yeah.
Zelensky,
2 days on the toilet trying to shit out the McDonald's. So he only,
yeah. But Zelensky, not a day off, not an hour off, not a second off, not just nothing.
He'd be lucky to get 5-6 hours sleep tops one night in a week because he usually gets 4, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, get off the light beer, Canadian military vet. He's still riding my ass on that. I never should have said a fucking word.
Nah. Oh, I know what that's like. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, oh, Lord Thunder and Jesus, that was one hell of a day. Now there was supposed to be a press conference after that was canceled.
Oh, really? Oh, how interesting.
Yeah. Does Trump walk away from today thinking he's the big man because he shouted him down?
Of course he does.
Hold on. Or does Trump rewatch this and have his advisors say, Zelensky left you looking a little stupid now and then and fucking lose his shit and make it worse?
Well, that does what seems to have been happening. When I was talking about how he flip-flops, he's flip-flopped so many times, just within 1 week, he's gone from one direction to another. I think there is definitely someone, talking to him in his little ear hole every single day after he's done something. He's got, what, that wasn't a good look. Mr. Trump, Mr. President, you're making us look like we're the bad guys and we're siding with Russia. So then he just flip flop and said, "Oh yeah, Zelensky's great, and we're going to give them all the support they need, blah blah blah." And then he then he gets in front of the camera, says all his crap, and berates Zelensky. Yeah. Someone's going to say to him, after that, said, "Mr. President, that wasn't very good look for the United States." Blah 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 blah. And then tomorrow it'll be like saying, "Oh, that was a wonderful meeting with Zelensky. So many things were sorted out, and he'll be getting our full support and all this kind of stuff."
Yeah. And then Russia will say, "Oh, blah blah," and then Trump will go and try to kiss their ass. Like he's that loser kid that's just trying to play any crowd in school that will let him play along, and that just makes you look sadder, so nobody wants you there, right? It's
can you imagine what's going on in the Kremlin as well at the minute? They'll be going like, "Hey, Mr. Putin, everything's great. Trump's on our side. He's going to give us everything." Oh no, hang on, I've just got a message in my ear. No, he hates us. He's going to get everything to. I'm getting spinny wheel on the show.
Oh,
back again.
Yeah, I am too in studio. Yeah, that's usually when the web browser crashes YouTube and I have to reload all the crap. Yeah, stupid. Oh, hey, we've got a shout out happening here.
Hashtag dunk the White House.
It's Douglas from the Minnesota province of Canada. You, sir, get double applause, a shot of the horn, and a big siren to boot.
Well, I hope he says thank you.
Yeah, that was $25 US for the beer fund. Barrio, jump it for me. Yeah. Thanks, Douglas. Very cool.
You get beer, and all I'm asking for is a measly house. Jesus Christ. This is what democracy is all about, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Diplomacy.
Well, I know a couple of people that play with sod in your area if you want to keep it cheap.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Didn't you just build a shed in the back? Why don't you just move into that?
Yeah, I'll pay you fucking white. I'll be done with it.
Your wife would appreciate it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I can't move into it because it's full of her shit.
Yeah. That's funny. You'd have to build a second one just to.
Yeah. Believe me, I've thought about it.
Hey, we got another one in here from Heather Wiley there, Mexi Girl in the chat. It's a good one, too. The message should be $6.66, but fucking Ko-Fi or Ko-fi won't let me. Yeah, I don't like it when the services won't let you do that. I'm going to see if there's some way I can set one of the proper payments for that, for the funny stuff, right? But big shout, Mexi Girl. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, it's bullshit that you can't set your own amount. They just have a little slider or some shit, and you gotta.
Yeah. Just assume you've got the spare cash.
Yeah.
You might have literally just gone to your jam jar that's got all the spare coins in it.
Yeah.
How much have we got, Dennis?
Yeah.
£4.67 and a halfpenny.
Yeah. Don't we have a few leftover pesos from our trip to Mexico?
Good call, Ronald. I'll get them.
Yeah, a few people were talking about a buffer there. I'm looking over in the OBS studio setting thing there, and we only have 12 frames missed due to rendering lag, which you can't avoid. There's always a few. But there's 0 frames skipped to encoding and 0 frames skipped over network issues. So it must be a YouTube thing, because people were complaining earlier about YouTube issues. And
it's frustrating, because I bet you those 12 frames were our best ones.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They were the ones where the light just caught the twinkle in my eye.
Yeah, just caught the jism off your chin.
Yeah. That lonely drip that shows maybe I'm not so lonely.
All right, JD.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, they've been releasing the Epstein files. Unfortunately, it's just you and pictures of couches.
Yeah. JD Vance has a country album coming out. Coming up. Yeah, he's a country western musical guy. It's the album's called My Lazy Boy, and the first song is "Let Me Sink My Love Into You, Babe."
You and your lovely love pillows.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And the second track is My Old Friend Masturbation. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe tonight's a good night to go and get some strong beer and record a couple of parody songs or something, right? That could be funny.
Yeah, you had my mind was off trying to think of funny things, and it just came up a blank. I was just trying to think of funny couch related songs, and I just couldn't come up with any puns.
Yeah, I mean, couch is not usually a word used in, modern pop music, right?
Yes.
You know.
If I said you had a beautiful upholstery, would you hold it against me?
Yeah. Somebody loved my sofa wrong song, that could be about JD Vance.
That's the point. We haven't seen old so fucking sleepy around.
Yeah.
Wonder if they've changed their names.
Well, wouldn't you? Right? Yeah.
So fucking sexy.
Yeah. Yeah. JD Vance's play toy,
Allegedly.
Oh man. I can't, it's funny. They keep saying how the DEI, the killing of DEI stuff is all about, it's not about race. Wink, wink. It's about making sure
it's about the color of the people. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
No matter what race you are, just as long as you're not brown.
Yeah, it's not about NASCAR, right? It's about skin color. But but they keep trying to say that it's about having the right person that's qualified at the top for the job. And then everybody Trump appoints to a cabinet position or whatever the hell they're called is a de facto moron like JFK Jr. Mr. I'll make sure we're all healthy.
I mean, you got to start from the top down. I mean, you could literally turn the pyramid of power upside down in the United States, and whoever's at the bottom, put them to the top. They'll do a much better job.
Totally.
Yeah. It could be Jimbo down at the Gator Shack. It'd be, I don't care. I got my gun, my Crocs.
You could get the DEI. What's Kimmel's DEI hire there? Guillermo? Yeah, I mean, he would do a way better job, right?
I've got a feeling. Now, I might be wrong on this, but I think he's Mexican.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
he hides it very well.
Yeah. I think he takes little naps when Kimmel's not talking to him.
Siestas.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I couldn't get the words.
Siesta time.
That Guillermo, when they let him loose, like at the NBA Finals game or the Super Bowl, whatever it was, and so on. Holy fuck, is he funny, man? He's awesome. Yeah, he's got a character that he's playing in a bit, right? He's really good at it. Kimmel asked him something the other day, and he just said, "Oh fuck no!" And Kimmel was not expecting the response. Hey, it got bleeped. It was funny as hell.
Have you heard of the opposite of DEI hire that's going on at MSNBC? Is that right? MSNBC. Yeah.
They fired all the non-white people that do the news. Yeah.
Total coincidence that just happened to be all the slightly off-colored.
Yeah. The fact that they renamed themselves to the Aryan News has nothing to do with it, right?
Couldn't believe that. And Rachel Meadows is like,
she lost her
shit. On air.
Yeah, that was good. I like MSNBC. There's Rachel Meadows who's really good. And there's that other chick that has the longer hair that she's got a really cool style. And there's some other people as well, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm very supportive of women in news. I'd rather hear it from a woman's voice than a dude for the most part. It's true. Like on the Daily Show, Desi Lydic is my favorite. And it's not because I'm just sitting there going, "Oh, she's pretty" or something. I mean, that has nothing to do with it. She's fucking good, man. She's got delivery, character, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. So we know what sex a person has to be to read you your cancer diagnosis. Then.
Oh yeah. Give me a broad lady for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Dawson, you've got 1 month to live, but at least I'm a woman. He says, swinging his cock underneath his skirt.
Yeah, no, at that point, I'd probably invite her out for dinner because why wouldn't you start early, right?
Him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, either way, I mean, you got to get something done, right?
Yeah. Repaint my house.
Yeah. I'm not into the reach around, but you want to play? I mean, just give me a Sharpie here to make this look better, all right?
Yeah, just lie down on the couch and just merge, blend in.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I think we went too far there.
Well, there's those moments where you think,
shit.
Yeah. Can I erase 5 minutes of that somehow?
Yeah, no. At least we're making comedy legal again. That's all I can say.
Oh my God, Elon schmuck.
The chainsaw for bureaucracy.
Do you know what's interesting about today? I've not heard anything about Elon Musk. this Trump and Zelensky thing is just like, it's beaten anything, any shit. It's probably distraction. He's probably like this was the day that he went to Fort Knox.
I know what happened.
And he's been walking out with like gold bars in his pockets. He's
nothing to see here. Yeah. Yeah, I just have a really large cock. It's just,
the clangs.
Yeah, but you know why? I actually know what happened. Do you know why Elon Musk was not seen today during the complete fiasco that was that meeting? It's because he was the one that was speaking into the microphone behind the scenes, telling Vance and Trump what to say.
No, it was too coherent.
Yeah, he was the arm that was up the seat of both chairs, directing Trump and Vance like puppets.
I think today he might have taken a day off from politics because Tesla stocks have tanked.
Yeah,
and apparently it's no longer $1 trillion company anymore.
Yeah, when your leader is running around pulling that crap, it's not good on the stock market because, right now, the stock market only cares about profit. The stock market doesn't care that Elon's an asshole or an idiot or anything. They only care about numbers and profitability. But the purchasers, the public cares. And the public have spoken, and the used values for Teslas are dropping like stones because there's too many on the market right now, and the new ones aren't selling. They're sitting on the lots. And this could become a situation where the board of directors starts looking to Elon as no longer an asset that's driving the value of the company higher than it's actually worth, because that's what's been going on for years now with Tesla. And Elon could be the one responsible for crashing that value back down to reality. And if that happens, Tesla as a company is dead, because without that inflated value to borrow against and lean on as they grow as a company, they're fucked. They're fucked.
Yeah. And he's fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, goody. Yeah, because he's dropped like $6,000 off the price of the Cybertruck or something like that to try to get the sales going. They're not shifting. You might end up with a situation like DeLorean, where in years to come, people have, Cybertrucks will be like a collectible thing, the DeLorean is, and they'll all be going, yeah, it's a piece of shit, but but I've got one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And once you scraped all the swastikas that have been painted on the side of it, it might in the future it might become a collectible thing, and you'd be able to go back and say, yeah, do you remember that time when that fucking Nazi was running this company? Ran it into the ground. Yeah. I got this for $13.
Well,
I was robbed.
Duncan Stewart in the chat says the army will buy his trucks. If the army start buying stuff from Tesla, then Russia might as well invade because it's just going to be a shit show. Have you seen how poorly designed the back of the Tesla Cybertruck is? If you tow anything of real weight and anything happens that gives it a little bit of a jerk, Whistling Diesel and a couple people did this, the entire substructure of the underneath will just rip off of the truck. It is so poorly designed. It's not funny. That would be like
never mind that. It can't get out of a wet puddle.
Yeah.
Without any load on it. I mean,
Yeah.
You've seen the videos of the Tesla in the snow, and it can't even get out of its parking space because there's like 2 inches of snow underneath it.
And up in Canada, people have issues with Teslas because of the door locks freezing because it gets pretty cold in a lot of Canada, right?
Yeah.
But it's funny. Tesla's 4-wheel drive in like harsh conditions is not very well sorted. Its 4-wheel drive is very good for launching 0 to 60 and showing off to your friends, right?
On a track.
Yeah. Well, most Teslas do not go to a track, but I don't get it. Like at this point in the evolution of the car and whatnot, we've gotten to a point where 0 to 60 times don't matter at all. It's stupid. It's pointless. We got cars that have way too much launch power, and the size of your wallet has no correlation to your ability to drive and handle a car. Nobody needs a car that can do 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds just because they have $90,000. This is getting stupid.
The American Army might, as long as you can do it in the reverse.
Yeah, but you do it 3 times, and now you got to cool down the battery and blah blah. And I mean,
but it's bulletproof. It's all right.
Yeah. It's I go back to the story of the Lamborghini LM002, the big SUV, the Lambo, they used to call it. That thing was built to try to get a government contract. Can you imagine U.S. military dudes in the late 70s, early 80s getting out to strip down their high, strung Lamborghini V12 underneath of the hood of the damn, like it's just ridiculous. And that would be the same thing as putting Tesla into the military. It would just be such a joke. He'd be like, oh yeah, it's bulletproof. Well, it's pretty close. It'd be a joke.
Yeah, there's no way they could have a Lamborghini in the military because I'm pretty sure on this, in the military in the United States, you're not allowed to grow a huge handlebar mustache.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing was the Lamborghini LM002, the Lambo, was actually a design by an American company called the Cheetah, and it had no doors, and it was just this thing where you can drive around quickly in the desert, and anybody who shoots at you will kill you. And it was a joke, right? And then they came to Lamborghini to get the vehicle made, and Lamborghini had just gotten a huge amount of money from the Italian government to make that vehicle to try to get the American contract. But then Lamborghini used the money and diverted it for the BMW M1 project instead, which catered, and then Lamborghini went bust. BMW broke into the factory to steal the M1 stuff, and then Chrysler came in and bought the company, and it's an amazingly cool story if you like that kind of stuff. You don't have to be into cars. It's just a great story.
But it helps.
Yeah, that's true. It's awesome. If you go to Haggerty, Jason Camisa tells the story perfectly. It's unbelievable. Really good. Love that stuff. What do we got here? Oh, we're only an hour and a half in. We're still all right. Oh my God, I can't wait to get these glasses fixed. They're driving me crazy. If I turn my head too fast, it's like trying to disco dance and you're surrounded by circus mirrors, right? It's just
like you know anything about disco dancing.
I know one thing about it.
You don't do it.
I won't.
Until tonight.
So that's 2 things. I stand corrected. Sit.
That'll be on Dick's other channel. Dick Does Disco.
Nobody knows it.
I think you're dancing like Trump there.
I'll never do that again. Flip it now because you'll never see it again.
I don't think you can count Elton John as disco.
That song? Absolutely. It's got the stomp 1 3 2 4 bass drum beat, the open hi-hat and whatnot. Oh, definitely. It's almost the same drum track from Kiss, I Was Made for Loving You, and so on. That's that era where anybody in rock and roll played a disco-y beat. I mean, even Brick in the Wall Part 3, We Don't Need No Education, that's number 3, isn't it? But anyway, that has a total disco drum beat underneath it. Just listen. It is. Oh yeah. It's slowed down a bit and it's played by a real drummer, which is great. But yeah, somebody who appreciates cars and I won't go into it. He's awesome.
Set you down the rabbit hole now.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I better shake my head there,
This is why we don't send you to the White House.
Jesus. Oh, I think that's like 4 there, Heather. She said a thing earlier. We should do a poll to see how many times Dick has said that fucking stupid line of his. I think that's got to be 4 by now. Sometimes I say it different, though. Sometimes it's Tunderin Jeebas because that's a bit more newfie, Tunderin instead of Thunderin. And you just got to play around with the different Canadian dialects.
So in French? Like a fucking deer in the headlights. Got no fucking clue.
Oh, no. If I sat down and thought about it, I could come up with a way that would, in its raw form, convey that to a French person. But when you say French, if I do it Quebecois style, somebody from France is just gonna, I don't know what that fucking guy is talking about.
You'll have Macron round in a moment.
Yeah. Just show up with a high-vis vest and, protest my house,
They'll stop throwing sheep at your door. A blockade Dick's house.
Yeah. And that would suck because I really like him. He's got balls, Oh yeah.
You really shouldn't keep going around talking about how great men's balls are because it really is starting to give a wrong impression of you.
He's magical. He touched Trump and didn't even get sick afterwards, right?
Trump didn't turn him to gold.
Fool's gold, but Trump thinks it's real,
Yeah, fucking President Midas.
How does a man open a casino and bankrupt it? How is that even possible? A casino
explained that to me. Someone explained it to me the other night, and I can't remember what it was, but it was hilarious. It's like
because the casino is rigged. The house always wins. Somebody wins, but the house always wins. Right. So no matter what happens, the house always has more money in than they pay out. And somehow Donald Trump bankrupted that. It's just.
I think there was. I think
3 of them.
One of the explanations I heard was a bit like Hollywood accounting, where the business went bankrupt, but it made shit tons of money
for a very small little group of people.
Him.
Yeah,
basically. It went bankrupt, but it made him a shit ton of money.
Yeah, and that walking piece of human excrement he calls a child, Eric.
Oh well, don't know about him.
Eric is one of the few babies in history, clinically proven. So you can't call me out on this. Had he been dropped on his head more, he would have been more intelligent. True fact.
If only we could test that somehow.
Oh, I have. So you just have to take my word for it. Hey, come on, that's MAGA logic, right? Telling you.
I wonder how many times you could smash Trump's head onto the Resolute desk before he starts getting all icky and gooey.
73.
73. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a
So
lot.
there you go. There you go, chap. We need to test that out.
Yeah. There's a very, very thick cranial cavity and a tiny little cavity within that thick, right? So you got to repeatedly smash that melon off of the table before you get to the pumpkin seed on the inside.
It's funny. There was a TV show over here. You may have heard of it, just through a glancing blow. It was called Spitting Image.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, yeah. And they always had they had this bit about Ronald Reagan when he was in power, and it was always like going on about his brain, and they had like this little latex foam walnut size thing on a string that kept bouncing around everywhere, looking for the president's brain.
That's. I think Ren and Stimpy did that when they looked for the fat one's fart for a whole episode. I think they stole it.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's the only episode of Ren and Stimpy I ever saw. And I watched the whole thing and I was like, people watch this show? What the hell's going on? No.
Yeah, and that had a Mexican in it as well.
Yeah. Our very own Mexi girl was
a Mexican and a cat. And we can go wrong.
Yeah. Well, from Cheech and Chong, there's the song Mexican American don't like to get up in the morning, but she has to, so she does it anyway. That was actually written for Mexi Girl Heather there in the bit. Yeah. True fact. This is the only place you can get these insights into people's reality that you won't get anywhere else. It's just only here.
There's a story on my list on the 42 show we never got to. And it's this cafe changed the name of the Americano to the Canadiano, and they put out a post on the social internet, the social networks and stuff. We're changing the name to the Americano to the Canadiano, and they got a bit of shit for it. So they took it down. They took the post down. But what's happened is like shit tons of other cafes owners had already seen the post, and they follow suit. So they're changing the name to the American. They should call it the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, everybody watching here. You'll notice that, that's a real picture. That one is one of our new AI insertions that we've got for some of our stuff. And you can thank Carpasian in the chat there. I think he's here. The AI alchemist. He's been working with us in the background, giving us some cool
stuff. Who the fuck are you? JD Vance, telling people to thank them?
Thank him now!
You haven't thanked him once, chat, since you've been here watching his images come up on the screen. You haven't thanked him once.
That's right. So everybody thank him twice now.
He's got all the cards. He's got all the cards.
I hear he's got good stamina. I'm pretty sure he can take the thanking. Spanking, take that.
That's what it said on the truck stop wall.
Yeah. His resume said, I'm a freak of nature, and I'm just not sure how to take that. So, I'm just trying to be honest here.
Yeah. Yeah, no. What happened is his dick, pulled into some, dirty, sleazy truck stop. And it just says on the wall in the toilet, it says, if you want AI images, message me.
Yeah.
And that's how we met up. That's how we got in contact.
Yeah. Well, with you, it was, I needed flat earth editing and stuff back in the day, and it came along, Yeah. The message was, I need somebody stupid enough to make fun of flat Earth in their underwear.
I was talking to you about this the other night, last night, after we did the show. In Flat Earth news, it was really hilarious. You talk about people making fun of the Flat Earth. One of the people who's making fun of the Flat Earth right now is one of the biggest prominent Flat Earthers. Jaredism is out there screaming, and he's poking fun at Flat Earth. He's tearing the cult down. He's pissed off with it. Everybody is really pissed off with the Flat Earth. Robbie Davidson, one of the guys used to do all the conferences. He says, "I'm out. I'm done." Yeah, Patricia Steer.
Oh yeah,
Patricia Steer. She's out. She's not having anything to do with it anymore. And Mark Sargent, the bespectacled moron. He's still out there fighting the for the rights for the Flat Earth to exist. And and Jaredism did this video with this whole stream where he's just talking, going through all his bollocks. It's hilarious. It's funny. Hilarious. But what is really interesting is Jaredism as a flat earther, he would get he'd have a lot of people watching his stream, right?
Yeah,
and he'd get lots of super chats and stuff like that. Now what's happened is now he's saying, well, I'm pretty sure the Earth is a globe now. I'm still a truther, so I'm not going full
truther.
Yeah. I know. These are his kind of words. But the thing is, what's happened is his numbers on his streams have stayed the same, and now he's getting super chats from people from the globe side.
Oh my god! Wow.
So it's like the grift continues. Just under different guise. It's hilarious.
I'm a grifter. I'm a midnight shit talker.
Oh, and another one I'll talk about midnight shit talkers. We don't like to talk about very much, but the Enforcer channel. Now, what's hilarious about the Enforcer channel, because we know those guys
kicked me out.
They kicked us out on day one. But the funny thing is, those
craft dinner now. Donate to me. Oh my god.
No, we know those.
It's with
those
powdered
guys.
milk. Even please help me.
You let me finish my sentence. We know those guys are were Magarites,
liars.
No, that too, but they were definitely into MAGA and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But what's hilarious about their streams, from what I've seen, is they're in a bit of a quandary because they support Ukraine. And their whole
range of viewers, yeah.
They don't like to talk about politics. That's how they say on their show. We don't talk about politics. But what they've done is manage to separate internal politics of the United States into foreign policy. So they can talk about foreign policy as much as they like. So they can talk about Trump, but without mentioning his name. They talk about the foreign policy, and that they hate. They absolutely hate everything Trump is doing, which is hilarious because it's like, for them it's it must be impossible for them to say it without gagging.
I don't understand this whole thing where people are like, I'm a Republican. I don't agree with Trump right now, and I didn't vote. Well, then you're not a Republican.
Well, it's basically, I don't think Trump is a Republican either. He's just an anarchist.
Like I've all my life, since I understood the responsibility and whatnot behind voting, I've always thought these people that say, well, I'm a liberal, I'm a conservative, blah, blah. How can you say that every time? Do you really know that you're going to agree with their platform for the next 4-ish or whatever years? I'm not in anything. I'm a liberal-minded person, and I try to use my vote consciously to see that everybody is treated equally and we could all prosper together. I don't understand this. Like, this is not sports. It's not like being a Maple Leafs fan or something. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Get over it.
There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it because you are a wise man, a relatively intelligent man. You will
homo moronus, but yeah, okay,
But you will cast your vote based on policy and ideals. What is this going to do? For the people. Now, let's face it. The last election didn't really run on policies, did it?
No.
Were there any?
Does anybody?
The cats and the dogs?
Can anybody honestly say that they understood anything about the mechanics on how the Trump administration would actually achieve their goals besides tariffs and lowering taxes to the rich? That's the only two things that I understood. Everything else was just, I'll lower prices in the grocery store on day one. But Trump being president doesn't give you the right to boss around grocery stores and
hello. Is that Walmart? Can you lower your prices, please? This is the president.
Yeah, it was just, I can't believe that people were like, yeah, I'm voting for Trump because he's going to make my grocery bill lower. How?
By giving you a free Amazon Prime account.
Yeah, exactly. It's just unbelievable,
Yeah,
it's
like it's like the Democrats as well. I can't think of any policy apart from if we fight, we will win.
Well,
their whole policy was to keep Trump out. That was it.
Yeah, their whole thing for the run up once Kamala took over was we're not them. No, we need more than that because you've got a whole whack of people out there. I was excited for her. I thought she could do it, but you had a whole whack of people out there that were upset at the end of the Biden administration. And the message was not conveyed that she would be her own person, even though she did convey that message. It's just, you got that MAGA side. They were never going to listen to anything anyway. They need the Democrats needed to get social media brilliant, not just have more successful rallies. That wasn't enough.
Yeah, because the funny thing is, if you actually think about it, if you're talking policy, the Republicans, Trump, had more policy points than the Democrats. Apart from we're not Trump. He did say, we'll get rid of the immigrants. That's a tick in the box for some people. We'll bring down grocery prices. It was a lie. That's a tick in the box for some people.
Yeah, he told everybody of Palestinian descent that he was on their side and got their votes, and then fucked them over. Right,
and then he said the same thing to the Israelis.
Yeah, exactly. Right, I mean, if it was not obvious that he's a liar, you're so lost in social media. You're one of those people. You see a paragraph of text, you read the first 7 words, and you've got to figure it out, and you're already typing your response. Yeah. That's not how discourse works. You're never going to learn anything behaving that way.
Oh, my wife is constantly telling me stuff that she's read on the the internets, especially Facebook posts and stuff. Just people in the comments, they're just getting everything arse over tit.
Yeah.
Just stop correcting them, Kelly.
Yeah, exactly. Step out of the argument and just watch from the
walk
sideline.
Away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because if you take it on a personal level and start engaging, and then you've got, 1/3 bots, 1/3 humans, 1/3 psychopaths that are scared their mother's going to find their special sock arguing with you. I mean, why even bother, right? But it's important to keep the message up. I mean, we do it all the time. I know that our style, what we deliver, is not going to convert very many MAGA people, because as soon as they hear us, all they hear is hatred. Right? But y'all learn it, motherfuckers. You're hate-filled motherfuckers. And because you're motherfuckers, I'm going to talk to you like a motherfucker. right? You know, fuckity fuck. It just fuck off, right?
Yeah, but it goes back to the us and them thing again, because
Yeah.
when you hear them talking, it's the same thing.
No. When I hear
Same
one
thing
of
from
them,
a different angle.
when I hear one of them talking and actually conversing and conveying an idea that has depth and substance to it, I'll listen. But usually from that side, all I get is, you're just fucking sour because we beat you. What? This isn't a football game, you stupid asshole. You know? The fuck is wrong with you? You know? Tell your mother she did a shitty job as I go and get a beer. 1 second here.
Yeah, maybe we should do it as a football match instead. The presidential election. He's buggered off. He's buggered off. Did you bring 2 beers back?
No, just one. I mean, we've been live an hour and 53. I don't want to really push it too much. Yeah. I am kid free tonight. And if anybody's in the Discord, we might do a little bit of a public hangout, but they might talk me out of it because I've already had too much to drink and we shouldn't do that.
I thought you were going to say you're kid free. So if anybody's got in the chat has got a kid going spare, send it around to Dick's house.
Yeah. I actually had my neighbors say to me, hey, you seem to get like 2 kid free nights a week. If you ever want to take my kids for a night, I could pay it. Nope, that's fine. Thank you. Your fucking mind, man. I pretty much single-handedly raised a child that's pretty heavy on the autism spectrum. Like I'm not dipping my toes in again. It took a lot, but I did my job well,
But it'd be handy because you have someone who can go out to the beer store for you.
Yeah. Actually, all I'd have to do is send a 12-year-old over with my ID, and everybody at the beer store would be like, wow, he's really pushing it, but we'll do it once.
Yeah. Or he's selling a lot more of these IDs than he was doing last year.
Yeah. He always says he hangs out alone. So don't forget, everybody, if you missed the 42 show live recording, and I bet most of you did because, we record it live, but we're trying to turn it. Well, we're trying to turn it into an uploaded video on its new channel. So it's at the TheShills 42 show on YouTube. That's how you find it.
Yeah.
And
get it right.
Yeah, check it out because we stripped the intro, we stripped the credits and stuff, and it's a little bit more.
We stripped our trousers off.
Yeah, we don't edit the show at all, except for if somebody, like in the beginning, one show, there was no audio for 5 seconds because I had the wrong button hit. And I was like, oh, fuck. So we edited that out, right? But there's no edits. It's raw still. So go check it out for us.
It's not always your fault.
Yeah, well, I like
mostly.
That. Yeah. I mean, I'm not Nick Suter, but I fuck up sometimes, right?
I know he can do it better than both.
He's gonna kill me. I've done that joke twice tonight.
Yeah. Oh, no wonder he didn't show up tonight.
Yeah. He knew. He's like, oh,
is he still going?
Yeah,
because he was doing a live stream earlier. But I bet he's still bloody going.
Could be. Well, maybe we should hang up this show and watch him so we can figure out what to say for tomorrow.
I'm not going to steal his content. He steals all ours. I'll just be going around in circles.
Yeah. Well, that's what it's like. It's like being in a tire with Nick that's rolling down a hill, right? We're just.
It's like watching Luke Beasley, David Pakman, and what's that other guy? Tyler Cohen guy. It's like they're all feeding off each other. So you watch one video, you just stick to one channel because you're just going to see the same thing % repeated like 3 times. I noticed that on the late night show stuff. Because I got Stephen Colbert's show on. I have got the the late night show, with Jon Stewart and Jimmy Kimmel. They're all subs, and they all. Sometimes when I'm just up too fucking late, all their videos just come
every
out
night.
all at the same time. Well, they all come out at the same time, and it's like I'm watching the same stuff. Just presented in 3 slightly different ways.
They almost always pick the same things. The one thing I like is because our show's slightly delayed, I can check theirs and go, okay, there's other clips in there I can make fun of and try to find different things because they jump the gun quicker, right? But shit, man, but that's one of those things. When you're using headlines and news as a delivery method for comedy as well as information, you're going to hone in on the same things, right? You just are. Yeah. And the only thing you can do is ignore it and trust that it's more about the personality and what you bring to the table, not really the news. So you just do it, right? It's a tough one. It's hard to get that out of your head. You're like, oh, fuck, everybody's already covered that. What am I going to? Never mind. Just do it anyway, Yeah. So let's throw this
table.
Bag. Yeah. Well, let's turn to our traditional ending of good consumer advice.
Oh God. Don't buy $19 strawberries.
No doubt. Yeah, you can pick them for pennies, right? That's stupid. But let's say you're going to have a get together. You're a world leader, and you have a few other world leaders and a couch boffing bitch as well hanging out for good measure.
Put the keys in.
Yeah, my advice.
Your cards on the table.
Yeah. Oh, it's always about the cards, right? You gotta, you gotta know when to hold them, hold them, right?
You gotta catch them all.
That was Zelensky's problem. He didn't know the song "The Gambler." He just didn't get the references. But so if you find yourself in one of those situations, it's better to be a good person than a bad person. Because bad person will get remembered for even longer than good person, right? In this day and age, when it comes to like really young people, I bet more people know Nixon because he was bad than JFK because, well, he just screwed around on his wife. Yeah. So,
so what you're saying is Zelensky should have just like punched him one in the face.
Oh, and kicked Vance straight in the nuts and said, "No more couch boffing for you, little bitch."
Yeah, actually, I actually do wish that Zelensky just give him a slap.
Oh God, wouldn't that have been amazing? He'd just get up and go full Bruce Lee on the two of them. That would have been amazing.
You want a ceasefire this, you fucker.
Yeah, exactly. Kicks 2 or 3 teeth out of Trump's mouth with a roundhouse kick and then just comes forward and takes Vance down for the count. That would have been amazing, right?
I've been at war for years. I am not ready for this.
Yeah. So great shout, PJ. Remember, tomorrow we've got Ukraine update. We've got the Car for Ukraine crew coming in. There's a whole whack of people that are in the Car for Ukraine group. So it could be one of those shows where we have 8, 9, 10 really cool people on. Let's see what happens. Sunday, we've got a pub chat. We might have a cool guest. We've got a couple invites out, but nothing booked yet because, well, we're idiots. So would you do it?
They ignore us.
Yeah. Well, I try to ignore you. It doesn't work. So why does it work for them?
Stop inviting me, you git.
And remember, if your partner doesn't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
And keep your dick in a vice
while you've got your stick on the ice.
Good night.